Sony canceled the wrong game, and the gaming community just proved why that's the case.
I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, here to spread the cheer. Join me on this adventure, where gaming wipes away the tears.
Scholars, welcome back to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Yes, Sony made a massive mistake. They chose to keep Marathon a proven failure compared to the hype and the desire of the wider gaming audience to see Destiny 3. Now, before we jump through this, what you see through streams, social media, YouTube videos, TikToks, it's not save Destiny 2. People want you to think that's what they're... No. People are okay with Destiny 2 coming to its natural end, and most people expected that to happen. What people wanted was what the reality is not happening, is Destiny 3 being made. To continue on, to preserve a franchise that has been beloved by many, and many who are hoping to come back to it one day, just not with Destiny 2. Right? And the community. See, there was the petition that was going around, and I said the petition probably would be as useful as, you know, using it as a piece of toilet paper to wipe your ass with. But the community came together and did what I said it needed to do, and get big numbers, such as 1 million Guardians signing in. That's right. On June 9th to June 10th reset, over 1 million people logged in and played Destiny 2. Not only that, was the highest number post any the final shape release. 21K new players the last 2 days already, more than twice the normal amount. Destiny has proven, by the way, 21 just new on its own is probably more than what Marathon got with their season 2, and I played season 2, so I can give it shade. I'm certified, you know, played the game. Destiny 2 should never be scrapped. Marathon should be, because no one asked for like a decade-old game to be come back. No one asked for that. No one asked for that to come back. People want, screaming from the tops, they want Destiny. They want Destiny 3. Tell me, can a 7-year-old game that hits top first seller, beating Counter-Strike for not revenue, for revenue, not sales. That's right. Even past the 95% discount, it was #1. That's right. Destiny 2, #1 for revenue. Global. Not just in America, you know, like Marathon. Global. For revenue. That's right. 6-year-old game still popping off, beating out Marathon, a 2-month, 3-month, 4-month-year-old game that no one cares about. So much so that not only do the servers crash, but SteamDB crashed. You had to get into a queue to look at Destiny 2 Steam chart. Like, it was crazy. The experience to just sit there and people are already denied. It was already on my live stream. I wish I had the clip of it. But yeah, Destiny, massive peak, new season for Marathon. We're not even talking about the elephant in the room, Marathon. You had a free week, and you couldn't even scratch the tip of what a 6 to 7-year-old game can do. Now there's a lot of cope, like they had a more established, you know, player base. Well, yeah, that's usually what happens when you have a franchise that people care about. No one gives a shit about Marathon. Thank you for reiterating that no one gives a shit about Marathon. That is why Marathon should have died. It should have been scrapped. It should have been tossed in the toilet, because everyone is screaming for Destiny 3. No one's screaming for Marathon. No one gives a shit about it. Tell me, is it Marathon showing up in the BBC News with Dado and My Name is Bife? Is that what it is?
Through this game. Hi, Danielle. Literally it's given me a life I never thought I would ever have.
That's the thing that's most special to me about Destiny is the people that I've met along the way, and the places where I've been able to go as a result of it. So more
Do you
than,
see
more than
Marathon
just
on the
game.
news? I
Yeah,
don't.
It's a video game, but it's also a place that is about as valid for social interaction as just about anywhere else. It now means something more than just a video game. It is very much a place to be, a place to belong.
There is no more path. It's just, here's the end of the road. I always had the feeling that things would come to an end at some point, or like I would exit at some point before.
It's crazy. All these content creators coming to the realization I did 2 years ago. Just so we're clear. I've been critical of Bungie and the game and how they've been taking it for 2 years, and now everyone's coming and seeing it through my eyes. It feels good to know and say, I told you. I was right. I may have been an asshole about it, but I was right. Anyways, and you're also local newspapers had Destiny in it. Like I saw it was a video we reacted to. Someone showed a newspaper clipping, literally in their local news. Was Marathon in there? No, it wasn't. I wonder why. Here's Bife saying, "Hey, it's me." So much so that even gamers from across the sphere are coming and rallying behind Destiny 3. Sure, people tried to defend Marathon a little bit, especially mostly game journalists did, but you're not seeing the attention and spotlight that Destiny's getting. You're not getting that. No one gives a shit about Marathon. Destiny. That's right. Destiny's getting its own special title, Make Your Own Fate, which I will be rocking. Heck yeah. And the fact that it will be on Telesto, which is kind of like digital streams. They get it. They get it. They understand it. Even other streamers coming out again. Where's the Burnt Peanut talking about season 2? Oh wait, he's not playing it. What about Shroud? Oh, he's not playing it. You know, all these people that are hyping up Marathon, you know, and they're nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. But you know who's showing up? We got streamers. I don't really know Aiden Ross other than he's a big streamer. So let's go.
Okay, awesome. We're gonna start the My Career mode on stream. Guys, I don't know if you guys play Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 did like their last update, and I played Destiny 1. I loved it. Destiny 2 they kind of fucked up, but we need Destiny 3.
Based.
So I don't even know if this is gonna do anything, but like Destiny 3, we need D3. Like
D3.
I don't know, like
shut down Marathon. Get that shit out of here.
But we need Destiny 3. Like we
no,
need
no,
that
no.
shit to get revamped. You know we do.
Yep.
So I don't know who played Destiny 1, Destiny 2, but we need D3. Bungie, don't do it. Bungie, you made great Halo games. I don't even know what Bungie's doing. But the second
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing anything good outside of that. No. Give Marathon the Destiny treatment. Absorb all the finances. Don't even barely do anything to Marathon. Take all the resources and make it D3. That's right. Give it the Destiny treatment, because when Destiny was going on, they're working, taking all resources and experience for Marathon. It's time to take back all that experience. Leave the night crew for Marathon. Feed them. Hey, you know what? You could season 3. We've now got cryo, but it's the lights are off, huh? Isn't you already got Dire Marsh of Nights Off map? Now you get cryo with the lights off. Isn't that exciting? That's exciting. That's right. And now hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. D3 financially, Marathon is a failure. They have cost 250 million estimated by multiple people, journalists, and even other developers in the industry talking about how expensive it is to make a new game. We know that Marathon was not cheap, and you know what? It definitely hasn't made a lot of money. In fact, it probably hasn't made any of the money back that it cost to make it. It's a money sink, and only reason it's not dead is Sony's pride and their ego. That's it. We've got Moist Critical talking about it.
Because it is very touching to finish the story that I started a decade ago.
That's exactly how a lot of people felt.
Yep. Hold on, he's playing the thing in the background. I love me some Halo, reminiscent of some classic Bungie. Are we gonna talk about it? Or was that the clip? him saying a couple
We'll
words.
probably get Destiny 3 eventually. Like, what else will they make after Marathon? That's what I think too. Like,
That's
I
cool.
think they just don't have anything else.
Marathon 2. Marathon 2.
I mean, the one
No,
argument
myth.
that's a positive is that they know this game, this franchise can make money, like 100%. They can't say that about any other
No.
live service product.
I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee people have bought more from Destiny 2 than Marathon will ever make. Destiny 2 has made more money than Marathon will ever make in its entire existence. And that's a fact. And the reason why is because most of my bomb dollar issues is that there was so much goddamn microtransaction and so little to show for it. And we all know because toward the end, it was all being funneled to Marathon. We all know it was being funneled to Marathon and all the failed incubation projects because Pete Parsons, which by the way, just not Pete, we just get something clear here. I'm tired of seeing Astacross talk about, oh, well, it's just Pete and then all the other management's left. No, the other management's still there. The shitty C-suite who made the shitty decisions, the higher up management are still sitting up there until they're ready to jump with their golden parachute like Pete did. They haven't jumped just yet. They're still there. They're still making the shitty decisions. They're the ones giving the middle finger to everyone, including their own employees. Let's be honest, the stank is still in Bungie. If you want a chance at a good D3, even if we get a D3, you got to get the stank out of Bungie. Get rid of all the C-suite, remove all the higher management, toss them, get Justin Truman, Mr. Over Delivery. Everyone wants to fondle his balls and say he didn't do nothing wrong. Hashtag, he's part of the problem too. Ever since he hasn't done anything to help at all. We haven't done shit. Everyone wants to blame Pete. Listen, y'all trying to discount. Listen, you can have Pete in the box. You can have Pete in his box, but I want to add more to the box. Y'all trying to push the box away and say, oh, it's just this. It's just him. This is the problem. This is the problem box. It's Pete. No. I'm wanting to add to that box because it's not just Pete. You're right. Pete is the problem in addition to all the other little things that need to be added into it. Okay? Let's be a realist. I'm a realist. I'm not living like my la fantasy land. Try to not, I'm not worried. I will step on all the toes because I ain't fondling or sucking anyone's balls. Okay? I don't care. I'll say how it is. You got to get rid of the C-suite. Get rid of all the people, the upper management. I don't care if content creators have friends in upper management. Suck thy dick. They're part of the problem. You're not going to get a good Destiny 3 unless you get rid of the stank. Then once you get rid of the stank that caused all the good people to leave, you need to go fondle the balls and tits or whoever of every developer that left or was fired and beg them to come back, because without the key players, the key people that made Destiny what it was, you're just gonna get a big old fat, that's what you're gonna get. So I don't believe a Destiny 3 can be done by the current state of Bungie. I want it. Those are two separate things. I'm a realist. I want it, but at the same time, I don't believe in the current state of Bungie. I believe they can fix a game. They have proven that they can fix their mistakes. I mean, I hope we all can wipe our ass after we take a shit and make a mess. I hope we can all clean after ourselves, but that's not really impressive. I don't care if you can clean up. I don't care if you can put out a fire that you started. You're going to make something, who cares you saved a burning house? Can you even make a new one? And the answer currently, I don't think, is the case. I'm a realist, so as much as I'm into D3 and I believe, I'm part of the crowd, right? I'm part of the group. I'm part of the crowd. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. I'm all for this. The community working together. We want to, do it. But at the same time, if we don't get rid of the stank in Bungie, if you don't get rid of the leaders and everyone who made shitty decisions, and you don't get the support completely from Sony, you're just going to end up what we had at launch with Destiny 2. In fact, it's going to be worse because Activision gave, Sony 2 other studios to support them to help make Destiny what it was. Like, that's the crazy part. And people don't realize that Destiny, as it was at launch, like the base game, not even talking about like all the screw ups with like the double primary bullshit and all that stuff and the loot being handed out. I'm talking about we had quite a lengthy campaign and multiple worlds, which it took Destiny 2 multiple expansions to get to multiple worlds. We had what? We had Cosmodrome, not the Cosmodrome, the EDZ. We had Nessus. We had Io. We had, why can I not think on the top of my head? Nessus, Io, Titan. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy that I'm missing some planets here. But we had like 4 or 5 planets. That's the crazy part. All right, let's hear from the man himself. We got old Astacross. What does Cross have to say?
It blows my mind because it's like you had a game that was a standalone, like literally what competes against Destiny 2 other than Destiny? Really, what competes?
I would agree. I think when you look at the wider equation, nothing's going to replace Destiny based off like raids and dungeons. I think gunplay, there's some arguments. I think, at base, there's some competition, but it's not a 1-for-1, right? And I think for me, I think the PvP, which is an outlier, right? Like Warframe doesn't have PvP. I don't think Division does. It's more like an extraction shooter with the Dark Zone, right? And it's also third person. But like when it comes to like what Destiny offers, it offers a very unique experience that no one else wants to try to take. Yes, it's expensive to do. But if the thing is, you could make a very like Warframe's a perfect example of catering to your audience and continue to grow and survive. If Sony could just support Bungie and allow them to make what their core audience wants, and even then it would also bring in new audiences, they could make something, good. Again, you want to funnel the balls of everyone that you fired and or forced out the window because of shitty management. Bring them back so you can have that real sweet, that sauce, right? You want the sauce. You want the sauce masters.
Frame's its own thing. Division its own thing. Destiny has raids and dungeons, in-game content, all these different various build crafting elements. Nothing. But you're abandoning that game to go jump in a genre that has literal giants.
Yep.
You're having to fuck with Tarkov. You're having to fuck with Arc Raiders.
Which, by the way, I've watched Peanut play the Tarkov Marathon fans. He says he thinks Marathon's okay, but he likes Tarkov more. And he also finds Tarkov harder, which it is. Like, we could stop lying to ourselves now. Tarkov is the harder extraction shooter.
You're having and by the way, Arc Raiders going to have probably a hell of a drop for their 1 year.
Oh, I bet.
For their 1 year.
They got to go hard.
So good luck. You've got embedded communities that play things like Hunt Showdown.
Which, by the way, was like 26K, which is more than what Marathon has right now. Yeah, an old extraction shooter kicking the ass out of Marathon. Let's keep rubbing the salt in the wounds of Marathon.
I don't know if Delta still
and why Marathon should have been the game, the franchise that was canceled. It's time to go back. No one asked for you. No one wanted you. Marathon was, it's like trying to bring Myth in next. No one cares. You had your time. People like Destiny right now. That's the sauce. You can go take a break right now.
But Delta was popping off. You've got more extraction shooters coming out. Exaborn's going to be dropping. You have the Disney extraction shooters coming out. And so you're jumping into a genre with all these with all this competition.
Remember, extraction shooters didn't exist in 2016 when they decided to start making Marathon. Even though Tarkov existed. Or was it 2018? Either way, Tarkov existed.
That stood out.
Yeah, like that's the crazy thing. Like Sony, there's no way you can't see these numbers and see this and be like, nah, there's no potential there. And that's the thing. I have always said Destiny has potential, and it has always had potential. I've always criticized Bungie, but I've always said Destiny itself is waiting. It's waiting for just like Forsaken was the closest, I think, to meet all the fine points of the sweet sauce, right? And unfortunately, Activision was too greedy and didn't like that they didn't make more money than what they made. Granted, a lot of players, over 1 million players didn't come back if I remember correctly, from popularity report, over 1 million players or more didn't come back for Forsaken because they had burnt bridges, which is unfortunate. People never got to experience Forsaken and then missed out on what is the best expansion in my opinion. Let's see. And of course, you're getting the arguments. Rick Kakis here. Sony can't greenlight Destiny 3. It would cost $500 million to make. Bro, Sony spent $400 million on Concord. For only $100 million more, you get Destiny 3. That's the deal of the century right there. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Sony has been desperate for these. Like, it seems like they're rolling back on live service. I think they've learned their lesson, hopefully. They're trying to push out more single players now. But they have stopped the live service choo-choo train, especially after they, canceled the Naughty Dog one, and then Marathon is not doing well. Concord was a complete failure. They've lost a lot of money, and it's not looking good for them. You can only sit there and gaslight your shareholders by twisting the truth. And when I say twisted, I mean you give them the truth, but in a way that doesn't make it look bad, such as we've got a lot of retention, but what they're not telling you is that there's not enough players. You got 5 dudes that have shit ton of retention, high retention on the players, but we only have 5 dudes playing our game. Like, that's the twisting of the truth, the angling of the dangle, right? And we have Lucky talking about all the different things. The game is approaching its 10th year. It's gone through content delays, layoffs, it's gone through a lot of controversy. I want to tell you, for a game that has had so much bad reputation, I would even argue it's had worse reputation than Marathon. I would go there. The amount of so many things popping up from Bungie, which is why it translated into Marathon too, by the way. Like, a lot of the negativity the reputation followed with Marathon because Bungie didn't suddenly disappear. Like, they made a new game. It's because a lot of the stuff, like art theft, well, Destiny had several art theft situations. Lies, deceit, deception. Oh, that's Bungie, with Destiny.com. False hope, that's Destiny. Trying to gaslight people, that's Destiny. Like, we could sit there and talk, no one's saying, we want Bungie. We're saying we want Destiny 3. That's all we're saying. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it could be made by someone else. I don't care. But I would like them to get back the old sauce masters that helped to get some of the banger content, and also try to hire in some people from High Noon or whatever, Vicarious Visions, if they left from that, bring some of that sauce into it too, right? And then you've got the Marabots. Man, it's crazy that I am agreeing more with people that I've disagreed with in the past, but it feels like, we have a common enemy, which is the Marabots, the dumpster fire of the Bungie community. Here we are. I like how D2 players say they support other games like Warframe if they ever go into service, but they don't even support Bungie's other projects, just humanful things. You're not going to guilt trip Destiny players into wasting $40 to play a game they didn't ask for, didn't want, and holds no interest for them because Bungie made the wrong bet and the ship's going down. Part of the ship, part of the crew, solidarity. Cool, you can go down with us. That's right. If we go down, your shitty game can go down with us. I've been a good boy. I've been a good boy. I took a chill pill mostly because I've been too busy actually playing more video games, and since I got on summer break. But Joker's going on a tangent on Twitter, and I'm glad he's doing it. Let him take over. We got Cool Runner Craig, the failed analyst Craig, who's probably seething through his teeth because his game, it looks even shittier. Because guess who's not cheering for Marathon? No one. Guess who's, begging Bungie, continue to support this franchise? It's definitely not Marathon. We got Craig. Bungie made the wrong bet because Destiny was bleeding players and they had to panic sell to Sony. Well, let's be honest. That was leadership too. The game was too expensive. Writing was on the wall 8 years ago. Betting the farm and spending $250 million on a niche game in a niche genre with a niche art style and a hyper competitive focus was categorically the wrong bet. Yeah, dude, this is like betting. Like, Your house is on fire. You're about to go, and then you bet on a turtle. You bet $250 million on a turtle to beat a Ferrari. And guess what? In this case, the Ferrari won out. At least, or exotic car, whatever Pete Parsons chose. He won out that bet, didn't he? But yeah, you're betting on something that has zero chance of success. It had zero. It was never going to be successful. Even without the drama, it was never going to be successful because it was a niche in a niche genre, which, funny enough, even bear bots are now accepting and using as a defense. Well, Marathon's a niche. Well, I'm glad you came to the realization like the rest of us did, before Marathon even came out. And here we go. We got lucky on the job. That proves the point. They already wasted a lot of money on live service, Bungie included. So any logical person can understand why they might be against taking that kind of risk with a studio that has leadership issues, trouble meeting deadlines, and of course declining sales. You do realize. But hey, I get we all bummed Destiny just leaking emotions. You do realize Marathon has not been financially successful either, right? You do realize? Again, you could say whatever you want about Destiny bleeding, but Marathon is now the breadwinner, and it's not winning. Are you winning, son? No, it's not. In fact, now Bungie's going to make less money because Marathon wasn't making a lot of money as it is. So now you just cut off another, resource for funds. And you think that Marathon's going to carry Bungie on its back? Think about it. 72 million played Destiny 2, 250 played Concord. These games don't belong in the same conversation. Based. A person that I normally never agree with, but based. I'm going to base it. Always remember, Destiny fans didn't actually want to play their favorite game until it was already dead. There's no limit to the LARP. Based. The reason way less people were playing is because Edge of Fate put the game into a really bad state and made most content irrelevant, like 80% of it. It's like if Marathon Bungie decided, you know what, we're gonna remove Cryo Archive and Perimeter, and you get to have 2 maps, and one of them's Dire Marsh, and it's the night mode version. Isn't that great? No. The reason why less people are playing is because of that, yes. Most of the changes in this update have either reversed the bad decisions and expanded on areas of the game people enjoy, which is very true. I have, however, played throughout. Yeah, no. Sometimes you got to jump off a burning ship. But it's good to be back. I wouldn't say the ship, the Titanic is not like the Titanic hasn't completely sunk, but we are in lifeboats around the Titanic, singing and dancing and having a little bit of a barbecue while the ship is kind of like perpetually floating and underwater. Like it's not dead, but it's not alive. That's a visual to try to think of. Now, this is what I call engagement farming. Something I've been accused of, but if I was as sleazy as this guy, I would never post my wholesome Destiny post or ask you questions on your favorite things, share my favorite cutscenes, do my silly GM and GN tweets in different characters. I generally just love Destiny. Anyway, look at this shit, nerds. Oh yeah, and so this guy's posting the charts. 160k, 85, which by the way, if you want to be technical about it, the peak is still triple. No, wait, what is, so if we're at, what's Marathon at right now? 15k? What is this? What are the numbers to get to even close to Destiny numbers? By the way, this right here, this is just Steam alone, which we know more people are playing on consoles. Thanks to popularity report, you can see all of it together. But we know that 70-80% is PC only, and this is what's on PC. So let's establish Let's calculate 15 times 5. Let's see, 15,000 times 5. Nope, still not enough. What about times 10? Okay, a little much. Times 10 is about right. Let's see, where we were at? Yeah, about 30K. Yeah, so 15K times 9. Roughly, so 8, 9 times. Just so we're all on the same boat here. Destiny currently has, on just PC alone, not including consoles, has about 8 to 9 times more people playing it than your shitty fake game. That it acts like it's a full release, but I played it again and it feels like a goddamn early access game. It feels like it was an indie game that's early access. Woo! I think one of the biggest things to take away from all this is to put to bed the idea that most Marathon players are Destiny 2 players. Well, yes, I'm sure a chunk of them are. If Destiny players were truly the ones playing Marathon, then the daily numbers should be, by default, be much higher than what is being played. And remember that Marathon is in its second week of a brand new season and currently free to play. Destiny currently with 95K player lead in the middle of the day. Yeah. Not looking so good, Chief. Not looking good. Sony, if you gotta cancel something, reverse your decision, cancel Marathon after you make D3. Like, soak up the fondle, so give it the Destiny treatment, soak up all the funds for Marathon, and then try to make a Destiny 3, okay? Another one. Oh, the Mara bots are so upset. Hypocrisy. Do you know they're so mad? They were so mad. They're so mad about the success of Destiny, popping off and everyone celebrating and everyone trying to get Destiny 3, that now they're getting upset about From Software extraction shooter or extraction game. Sorry, it's not even a shooter, it's an extraction game, so it's still not even in the same category because it's an extraction game, but it's made from Soft, who's done Dark Souls, did Night Ring, which is a multiplayer game. The hypocrisy at its finest, I guess the finest. Dust Bloods isn't going to get even half the hate that Marathon has gotten, and Marathon is almost certainly the better extraction game, but that's the advantage of having a good reputation like From Software does. Well, yeah. Also, it's apparently for the Nintendo Switch. I think it's supposed to be specifically just for, is that it? Is that the case? We gotta find out. Oh, looky there. It's a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Guys, why is it getting so much hate? I hate that that Marathon is doing worse than Pokemon. It's an exclusive. It's not even an extraction shooter. Like, what? It's not even an extraction shooter, bro. It's an extraction-like game, and it's made by someone who's already made multiplayer games. But yes, you're right. Bungie's reputation stinks. No one asked for Marathon. Sure, no one asked for Dust Bloods, but you know what? It's from Soft, so people are going to play it anyways because they make good games. You know when the last time Bungie made a good game? Was the Final Shape. And now, the update, the June 9th update. The moments of triumph. Sorry, moments, monument of triumph. That's a banger, but it's mostly them fixing their mistakes, right? But anyways, no one asked for Marathon, but they're mad, they stay mad. Hypocrisy at its finest. You're talking about Nintendo. You can't even have Nintendo in the same equation as everyone else because everyone knows that Nintendo fanboys are insufferable. They sell cardboard. Nintendo has sold cardboard to people and no one has ever complained about it. They're selling a $20 emulator and the fanboys will die. They will sell their soul to Satan to defend that decision to make it $20 and it be an emulator. We could all agree you don't even put Nintendo in the same bracket of a conversation. You leave them be in their own little location because it has nothing to do with Marathon, and nor should it, because their fan base, they could get, nothing and they would still celebrate Nintendo. We can all agree Nintendo is its own bracket. We don't use them as a litmus test for the rest of the gaming community. We leave them be in their own little world, okay? Just like everyone leaves sports players in their own world, because we all agree the amount of monetization and the way they treat their consumers is just insane that people continue to buy that slop. But hey, they live in their world. We let them live in the world. Just don't infect the rest of the gaming audience, the gaming industry. It's almost like having a good reputation is a social currency you can exchange in moments of, I know this sounds weird, but hear me out. True. We got hectic. It's too easy to rage bait these made in March 2026 Marathon fan accounts. It never fails every time. They are so easy to bait. They're so easy to bait and make angry and make content. They're so easy. And just like that, Destiny almost doubles Marathon's all-time peak. Sony pulled the plug on Marathon. No, you joke, but they should pull the plug. Pull the plug and cast them aside. Destiny 2 at 140K players on a weekday while most people are at work. Isn't that funny? Do we remember everyone looking at season 2 for Marathon and the argument was everyone's at work? Guys, everyone's at work. And by the way, they were also having server issues on this day of days. Just so we're clear, Destiny was having server issues and people were at work. Who would have thought? Wow. Pacing to double Marathon's all-time peak. Sony failed with nearly every live service bet they made. You had a winner the whole time. Wake up, Sony. That's right. Wake the F up. It's time to smell the sunshine. It is just there's no way you can see these numbers and be like, welcome in, unless any of you are warlocks. Yikes. From Popular Report has corroborated the 1 million number to a small margin of my number. Go give them a follow too. Yeah, Sony. Destiny 3. Hell, I don't care if you have a different studio make it. As long as they're capable and competent, do it. Why is Telesto trending? That's terrifying when you see Telesto trending. Okay, it was just a mixture of random stuff I checked. But yeah, these are crazy numbers to see. I'm going to kill Bungie and guys, this is not okay. I get you're upset. I get that you're emotional. Stop encouraging, stop threatening, stop talking about taking another human's life. Guys, you just stop. I wish there was a way to send FBI to these people's houses. I wish we could just be like, FBI, this tweet, go check on them. Stop. Get help. No retweets. It's still funny. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. Aiden Ross giving support. Heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made a great point. I guess that no one likes them. I'm not Aiden's biggest fan, but he may have some brownie points now. Just handed D2 haters elite slander material, man. Future erased. We don't want him, bro. Even Aiden, I don't even know like what is wrong about him. I don't know. But yeah, as you can tell, people want Destiny 3. They don't want Marathon. Sony, you're not watching this, and you're probably not watching half of what's going on because you got your head up your own ass because you're greedy and you want a quick buck. But if somehow, somewhere in your little, nest of cash, you're listening, it's time to make the right decision. It's time to make a Destiny 3. Just follow my instructions beforehand. Get rid of the C-suite. Follow the balls of get some of the best, Destiny developers we've ever had back. Do all that. and also, you know, give them some support from a couple other studios under your umbrella to really make one hell of a live service experience. That's cope. That'll never happen. I know. But hey, if you want money, there's so many people ready to sink their teeth into Destiny 3. No one is sinking their teeth into Marathon. No one wants to sink their teeth into a cum rag. No one. A used 10-year-old, however old Marathon is, no one wants a decade-old cum rag to sink their teeth into. Hell, you technically didn't give people what they wanted with that either. It's like you try to refurbish the cum rag, but it's still cum rag from 10 years ago. I think it's even older than that. Anyways, you understand my point. No one wants Marathon, except for like a couple weirdos and bots, but most people, they don't. Sorry out there if you're an average Joe. We listen. Cover your ears. Cover your ears. You should have done that a while ago, but cover your ears for the rest of the video. Okay. We won Destiny 3. Stop giving us bullshit that no one asked for. Destiny 3. Anyways, as you can see, more love is going to Destiny 3. Again, no one's saying we need to keep Destiny 2 alive. No one's saying that. Everyone's saying just keep Destiny alive. The game franchise with Destiny 3. Take your time. Make a good one. No one is saying we need it right here, right now. No one's saying that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Huzzah.